Who says narcissists are disloyal? They are loyal, but not to you. They are loyal to their family of origin, to the cult they came from. It's not applicable to every narcissist because there are narcissists who hate their family, which is a different category. Today, we are going to talk about those who always choose their family over you, over their kids. And we are going to understand why. Why do they stay so enmeshed if on the surface they make it seem like they don't want to do anything with their family of origin? Let's find out in today's episode. I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional and a psychologist. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. In this episode, we are going to explore 6 reasons why a narcissist stays loyal to their family of origin. If that sounds interesting, please make sure to subscribe because your subscription to the channel helps in spreading awareness about narcissistic abuse. Before we get started with number 1, here is an announcement. I am doing an online workshop on how to heal after surviving a narcissistic parent. In this workshop, I'll help you understand how you get traumatized at the hands of the narcissist who raised you and how you carry that trauma into your adulthood. I'll also help you learn how to heal your core wounds completely and stop attracting narcissists. If that sounds interesting and you are eager to enroll, click the I button above or the link in the description of this episode and book your spot at an early bird price. Reason number 1, the members of a narcissist family blindly enable their ego, feed their delusions and never question them. Not out of love, but out of enmeshment. They're deeply entangled. And that's why whenever there is a problem in the narcissist's life, whenever there is a conflict that needs a different form of resolution, they run towards their family. They go in there and seek support. And guess what happens? They blindly enable the narcissist victim state. They never question them. They never ask the narcissist to reflect. They never ask the narcissist to consider changing themselves. They cry with them. They make it seem like the narcissist is the biggest victim in this entire world and their partner is a monster. And then they tell the narcissist quite literally that you made a wrong choice, but we are with you now. They come into their rescue no matter how evident their mistakes are. They will justify their abuse. They will blame their behaviors on you. They will create pressure, put pressure on you to change yourself, to serve the narcissist better. They will say, oh, he or she is experiencing a lot of difficulties at work and you should be more contributing. You should be more understanding. Instead, you are giving them trouble. What's wrong with you? You're a bad partner. And your children, they are not cooperating at all. They are causing a massive problem to our son or to our daughter, and this family is falling apart because of you. This is how they will fight on behalf of the narcissist. And why is that? Because they are each other's extensions. There is no individuality. There is no separate personality here. It's all one. Reason number 2, they are loyal to each other, these narcissistic family members, because narcissistic abuse is a team sport. Whenever somebody talks about narcissistic abuse, they only focus on the single narcissist, only talk about the narcissistic partner, the narcissistic parent. But you need to know they're not the only culprit. They're supported by their flying monkeys. They're supported by their enablers who would go to any extent to be there for the narcissist. They'll lie, they'll gaslight, they'll sacrifice themselves, which is why I say this is a cult. That's what they do. They have to protect the master. They have to protect their partner. They have to protect an extension of their ego at any cost. And that's why I call it a team sport. The narcissistic family is like a beehive, and there is one common, collective, singular mindset that runs every single bee, every single member. The main narcissist, the matriarch or the patriarch, and then the extensions. These extensions are carbon copies of each other. They do not think for themselves, and that's what happens with narcissists. It's so stupid, it's so immature, but that is how it is. They stay loyal to those who defend them, and they defend each other no matter how big the mistake is. And you might ask me, do they know that they are doing this? Are they that stupid? Well, they're not stupid. They know this other narcissistic member or this person has done something wrong, but they do not want this person to feel the shame, because if they were to be ashamed, then that would mean the entire hive will be set on fire. It is the shame for each one of them. Reason number 3, they are deeply enmeshed with each other. What does that mean? That simply means they do not have their own true self, as I was explaining to you using the metaphor of a beehive. Now, let's try to understand it further. It's like they operate for each other. They are nothing but a reflection of the major narcissistic false self that this parent passed down to its children and all other members. There is only one member who does not put up with that BS, who does not absorb that in. And guess which member is that? A scapegoat or a black sheep. Rest, whosoever enables a narcissist becomes a narcissist in one or the other way. If they lose their true self, they become the false self of a narcissist. And wherever there is enmeshment, there is no individuality, meaning they don't think for themselves, they do not feel for themselves. Their beliefs are common family beliefs. The term loyalty is not an appropriate term to describe this whole thing, but for the lack of a better word, we have to use that. The truth is, these members are always eager to unalive each other. They're fighting to go up in the hierarchy, to come closer to the matriarch or the patriarch, or to win their approval. And in the process of doing so, they gaslight each other, they manipulate each other, they destroy each other, but still stay together, which is crazy. And I am telling you that from my personal experience. This is what I have seen happening in my father's side of the family and in my mother's side of the family as well. My father used to fight fiercely, of course, not necessarily physically, with his brothers, but still they're like this. Whenever there is a problem, they will be like this. Same is applicable to my mother. She would backbite, but again, they're like this. Reason number 4, the narcissist stays loyal to their family because they fear total exclusion. As it is a cult, it functions in a very black and white manner. Either you're fully absorbed in and you become them, or you're totally excluded. You're never let in, which is what is happening to you. You're always treated like an outsider, no matter what you do for them, what you give them, how you prove yourself. Because you are a partner of somebody who was seen as an asset. And because you have now become a part of their life, to the narcissistic cult of a family, that means betrayal. That means you have taken them away. So they will punish you. How? By keeping you waiting out there. The door is going to be always closed for you. And that is what this narcissist does not want to happen to them. They want to be included at all costs, even if that means betraying their own family, the family they have with you, their own children, not attending to your needs, your desires, and letting them abuse you. As I said earlier, it's not only the narcissist who abuses, it's the flying monkeys, it's this family, their siblings, their cousins, their parents. Everybody collectively plays a role in bringing you down. And the narcissist acts like a bystander, who is a hypocrite basically. She knows what's going on, but they act like dumb, like a fool. Or they give you a false hope and say, I'll take care of it, don't worry, I'll talk to them. But in reality, nothing is happening. Behind your back, they are saying stuff, horrible stuff about you to further alienate you from this cult. Reason number 5. The narcissist's loyalty lies not with the family itself. It lies with the image gratification that happens via the association with the family. You need to understand it. It's one unit, and one person's image is everybody's image. And it's a responsibility of each person to maintain the collective image. They are known as this kind, caring, compassionate, amazing family, warm family. who invites everybody in. That if that is the image, then everybody has to play a role in maintaining that, no matter how fake it is, no matter how nasty they are within the four walls. So to be seen as a part of this great family, they stay a part of it, no matter how rotten the dynamics, no matter how it is impacting them, their life, or their partner. Essentially, a narcissist stays loyal to the family for their own selfish needs as well. Maybe it is money, maybe it is inheritance, it is not just validation, approval, or image. Maybe it's a lot more than what you see. Maybe it is the false promises that have been made, the fake future, the illusion of it that have been created, and the delusions of the narcissist. Maybe it is the pressure they create as a family on strangers by staying together. There can be anything, but that anything won't have to do anything with genuine familial care. That does not bond them together. Reason number 6 and the last one. They're not loyal to anybody in reality. Yes, I know I said in the beginning they're loyal to their family, but if you were to analyze it deeply, you will understand that they're only loyal to themselves. As long as they get supply from the family, they will treat them nicely and there will be some kind of reciprocity. The moment somebody calls them out and they are demonized or villainized by a member of importance, that is when the narcissist's demeanor changes and they blurt out all the things they had suppressed within and had wanted to say. But now that they have gotten a narcissistic injury, they complain to you. They say horrible things about their parents, about their siblings. That is what my father used to do all his life. The relationship between the cult members, the family members, is extremely fake. It's superficial. There is no depth to it. There is no truth to it. If one family member turns against the main narcissist, then they are gone. They're shunned, totally cut off. The narcissist may then try to plead them, which my father did as well. But then if that does not work, they are forgotten. Their existence is completely erased from the history, from this family book, from the family tree. They're cut off. And when that branch falls, you know what happens to it. It dries off, and that's what happens to the narcissist. Why? Because they are part of this beehive. They survive collectively. They define their existence through their association to that hive. Without it, they are nothing. Their false self dies off. So that was reason number 6. Now you tell me, which one of these reasons did you resonate with the most? What experiences have you had in this context? Drop them in the comments below. And with that, let's bring this episode to an end. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening. I'll talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.